There is a quiet divide in the world. In one place, people struggle to stand up from a chair at 50. In another, they rise effortlessly at 80. Same human body, same biology, different outcome. This is not genetics. It is not luck. It is conditioning. And more specifically, it is what your body has been trained to remember or forget. Most people believe their legs weaken because of age, but that's not what's actually happening. What you're experiencing is neuromuscular deconditioning, a slow shutdown of communication between your brain and your lower body. When you sit for hours every day, your hips remain flexed, your glutes deactivate, your calves stop pumping blood efficiently. Over time, your body adapts to stillness, and anything not used gets deprioritized, not destroyed, just disconnected. The real problem is not muscle loss. It is loss of proprioception, your body's internal sense of position, balance, and joint awareness. When that system weakens, you don't just feel weaker, you become unstable. And instability is what leads to falls, injuries, and loss of independence. Not lack of strength, but lack of control. Now step outside the modern system. In traditional movement cultures, especially in East Asia, training didn't begin with strength. It began with control. They didn't isolate muscles. They trained systems. Slow holds, balanced positions, intentional tension. From the outside, it looked simple, but internally, they were rewiring the body. Your body responds to one thing above all: signal. When you apply controlled tension, the nervous system responds. Blood flow increases. Motor units activate. Joint receptors wake up. This is called mechanotransduction, where physical pressure translates into biological change, not through movement alone, but through sustained intentional load. This is where real stability is built. So instead of random exercises, we use a system. 6 simple movements that rebuild lower body intelligence, not just strength. Control. 1. Deep squat hold. Foundation position. Feet grounded. Hips lowered fully. This restores ankle mobility, hip depth, and spinal alignment. It reintroduces your body to its original resting position. 2. Single leg balance. Neural activation. 1 leg. Stillness. This activates deep stabilizers in your ankle, knee, and hip, improving reflexes before imbalance becomes a fall. 3. Horse stance. Structural endurance. Wide stance. Controlled hold. This builds isometric strength in your adductors and hips. More importantly, it teaches your body to hold tension without collapse. 4. Slow walking, neurological precision. Not exercise. Awareness. Each step becomes a signal to your nervous system, heel to toe. Controlled transfer of weight. This sharpens coordination and restores gait efficiency. 5. Calf raises, circulation engine. Your calves act as a second heart. When they weaken, blood pools in your lower body. By strengthening them, you restore circulation, endurance, and push off strength. 6. Wall sit, isometric load. Back supported. Legs under tension. This builds endurance without joint stress and forces deep muscle fibers to engage under control. Now understand this. None of these movements look impressive. They don't build visible size, but they rebuild something deeper, stability under load. And that is what determines how you move when it actually matters. Aging is not the enemy. Neglect is. Your body is always adapting. The only question is, to what? Stillness or signal? Because the difference between someone who struggles at 60 and someone who moves freely at 80 is not time, it is training. So start simple. Pick one movement. Do it daily. Not for intensity, for consistency. Because strength is not built in moments of effort, it is built in what you repeat. Train the system.